Southern Utah's Jewish community rallies behind Israel. Utah is suing TikTok, and a mother speaks up for the autistic community.
You're watching St. George News at 5.
Good afternoon, I'm Amy Bennett. With the Hamas invasion that started in Israel this Saturday, the Jewish community of Southern Utah will band together for a rally to show unity and strength. Chris Reed has more on the story.
Members of the Jewish faith in Southern Utah say they're not bunkering down in despair over events that have taken place in Israel. A declaration of war between Israel and Hamas that began Saturday when Hamas militants invaded western Israel and killed hundreds has drawn reactions from Jews and non-Jews alike in southern Utah. A rally that organizers say is designed to show unity and strength with Israel against Hamas will take place Wednesday night at Town Square Park in St. George. Chabad Jewish Community Center of Southern Utah Director Rabbi Mendy Cohen said that the event is expected to draw people from all faiths to downtown St. George, and is part of an effort by local Jews and their supporters to fight the darkness of evil with the light of unity.
Thanks, Chris. The state of Utah is suing TikTok, alleging that children are becoming hooked, and it's leading to unhealthy social media habits. Utah is seeking changes from TikTok and penalties to support children's well-being. TikTok has yet to respond to the lawsuit. The 2023 Huntsman World Senior Games is almost here as the opening ceremonies kicked off on Tuesday night. Eric George Gould was covering the event.
The 36th annual Huntsman World Senior Games flashed a new energy during its opening ceremony Tuesday night. The parade of athletes filed into Burns Arena on the campus of Utah Tech University. Then CEO Kyle Case started things off with a rap from the Broadway show Hamilton. A performance by the Brigham Young University International Folk Dance Ensemble, the flag extravaganza, and a laser light show completed the grand opening ceremony. The Huntsman World Senior Games run through October 21st at various venues around St. George.
Thanks, Eric. A St. George mom is speaking up for children with disabilities to give them a voice. Jesse Banks sat down for an interview with this inspiring mother.
Kaylee Stymist is on a mission to normalize special needs children learning alongside their peers in a general education classroom environment, instead of being separated.
My overall goal would be that I don't have to fight for Hudson to be in a general ed classroom. That would be just common practice.
She's the mother of 10-year-old twin boys and Hudson, a 9-year-old boy who was born much differently than most. Hudson has autism, which includes issues with fine motor skills like speech.
It's not schools, it's systems, and that's hard to change. But that would be my overall goal, would be that he's just treated like everyone else and has the same, experiences as everyone else.
When she discovered Spell to Communicate, a program that teaches those that are nonverbal to spell out words, she said it changed everything.
We have a huge non-speaking community of, kids with autism, and they're competent. They know what's going on, they understand what's going on. And we need to find a way for them to communicate. And I feel like Spell to Communicate is going to change that.
Stymus has recently started an inclusion clothing line called the Exclusive Inclusion Club, where her goal is to raise funds that go directly back into the autistic community. The annual solar eclipse is upon us, and Cody Blowers has all the details.
On Saturday, Southern Utah will host some of the best seats in the house for the annular solar eclipse, where tens of thousands can see the celestial event that is otherwise known as the Ring of Fire. The following video was provided by NASA and explains this celestial phenomenon that is sure to provide an amazing show.
What's up for October? Some great moon and planet pairings and a partial eclipse of the sun. On October 2nd, the moon rises a couple of hours after sunset, appearing super close to the Pleiades star cluster. On October 14th, skywatchers in the Americas will have an opportunity to see a special type of solar eclipse called an annular eclipse. Along a path about 125 miles wide, the sun will appear as a narrow ring of light, which is often called a ring of fire. This narrow circle shape is also known as an annulus, giving this type of eclipse its name. Solar eclipses happen when the moon comes between Earth and the sun and covers at least part of the sun in the sky. When the moon covers the sun completely, we get to observe a total eclipse. But sometimes the moon is a bit farther away in its orbit when an eclipse happens, making it look a little smaller in the sky and just a bit too small to completely cover the sun. When that happens, it enables us to see an annular eclipse. The path of this partial eclipse sweeps across the Americas, beginning in southern Canada and crossing the western US before moving across Central and South America. Outside the annular eclipse path, those within the viewing zone will still see a partial eclipse. The maximum amount of the sun that will be covered by the moon depends on your location.
Thank you for watching St. George News at 5. I'm Amy Bennett with St. George News, your #1 source for local news.
This has been St. George News at 5.